What up, what up? This is Finance, Fitness, and Folk. Channel we discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, talk about some folk. So in today's episode, I'm going to discuss why women need men. Simple subject, right? So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out, give you leverage, do better yourselves. So I'm down in Portsmouth, Virginia. I had to come to a party for one of my family members. It's been a while since I've been in Portsmouth, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like, I don't know if I can actually show it here. Apartment complex right there. So basically, I'm in downtown Portsmouth. If I walk 2 streets over from behind me, I'll be in downtown Portsmouth. You know, as folks know, I'm from the 757 area, the 7 cities. So it's always good to come home and see family. And there was something I passed by, situation I passed by coming here. I was on Tidewater Trail, coming down here to Portsmouth, and I saw a situation that happened, and it gave me you know, a topic to talk about for maybe about 5 minutes, right? Let's get into it. So why do women need men, right? So we both need each other. We both need each other. Let me get that clear right quick, right? Men need women and women need men, right? Because, you know, this scenario and this concept and this narrative that's been going on for a while now is, you know, women are so extremely independent, they don't need men, right? And, you know, don't get me wrong, I have met independent women all my life, right? And they have dealt very well for themselves being independent. However, there was still a lot of situations that I saw the men where they needed a man to help them out. That's just the bottom line, right? And I'm not talking about a physical aspect. I'm just talking about just overall, right? So anyways, I was driving here, and I was on top of the trail, and saw a young lady on the side of the road, and on that part of the top of the trail, the side shoulder is kind of narrow, but you can still pull a vehicle over to the side to, you know, if you know your car's broke down and you need to pull it off the side of the road. But you don't have too much room between the road itself and that particular shoulder you pull off to. So unfortunately, when I passed by this lady, it looked like she had a tire that was blown on her driver's side, meaning that the driver's side was the side of the car that was facing the road, if that makes any sense, right? So basically, if she comes out to her driver's side, if she opens her door would have been almost in the street, because, like I said, the shoulder is pretty narrow. And she's on her knees trying to do something to this tire. Now, of course, I got my family in the car with me and everything. We're kind of late, so I felt kind of bad. But, you know, if I was by myself, no doubt in my mind, I would have went down a little ways, busted a U-turn, and would have went back to help her. Well, there was a formation of motorcycles that was behind me. I think maybe like 2 cars behind me, right? It's like 4 or 5 of them. And I'm looking behind me, you know, so I'm feeling kind of bad that this lady is almost in the road trying to fix this tire, and she don't have too much room between her and the road, right? So, you know, it's a dangerous situation, right? You know what I'm saying? Somebody's not paying attention with it, and looking on a cell phone, she could have got hit. And I see the lead motorcyclist in this group. It's bugs, yo. I'm near the water, right? You know what I'm saying? So when you're near the water, you see a lot of bugs out here, right? So, anyways, the lead motorcyclist, he does one of these numbers, right? And then he does this, and he tells the formation to turn back around. So I don't know what that was all about. Those are military signals. Like, if you want to practice radio silence, you don't want to, you know, making a sound, you do hand signals and hand gestures to have your team to move from one point to the next, right? So he made his hand gestures to let these folks know that he wanted the formation to turn back around. There's no doubt that he went back to help this lady, right? So, you know, so that's one of the scenarios that I saw. I'm saying, like, yo, like, women really need men a lot of times in situations where, you know, it could be dangerous for them, right? I'm not saying that a woman can't defend themselves. I'm not saying it at all. However, there are plenty of situations that women get into that's dangerous, that there's no way that they can physically fight themselves out of it, regardless whether they have a weapon or not. I've seen situations where I've talked to women, and you know, they're talking about, oh yeah, you know, I'm brolic, I'm tough, you know, a teenage boy, you know, no problem, I'll be able to beat him up and everything. Trust me, women, I'm telling you, You'd be surprised how strong a 13-year-old boy is. I mean, I'm just telling you, the boy doesn't have to be, he doesn't have to be stocky. He doesn't have to be like, heavy set, anything like that. Just a normal 13-year-old boy could take down a grown woman easily. I promise you, especially if that boy is like naturally aggressive and he plays sports. I mean, there's no comparison. The bone structure in a man versus a woman is just totally different, even in a teenager. By the time that boy hits puberty, he's pretty damn strong. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the reason why, you see, unfortunately, so many situations where teenage boys assault other people. And it's like, folks on the outside is thinking, like, how in the world could this young boy, do something like this to a grown person? It's easy. You know what I'm saying? Because teenagers are naturally strong, right? That's just one of the scenarios that I saw, one situation I saw driving down here. And it really got me to thinking, like, like, I'm telling you, women need men. Y'all do. I mean, I don't know what the problem is for, like, women all the time saying, I don't need a man for this, I don't need a man for that. I know sometimes it could be like a, for lack of a better word, like a safety mechanism or something. Well, I know there's another word for it, but I can't think of it right now. But basically, you're trying to protect yourself, right? You're trying to protect your feelings, you're trying to protect your heart, because you look at it like, well, maybe I can't find a man, or the man that I did have before hurt me. So now I'm just going to say, just screw men. I'm not going to deal with men at all, ever. That's horrible thinking on your part. It really is. And I'm going to make another video about this as well, as far as, like, women are growing old alone. Because, I mean, this feminism stuff that's going on right now, that, and let me be clear on this as well. Women empowerment, I'm all for that. I really am. I am a traditionalist, and I do believe in traditional ways. But for me to say that I want women to revert back to how it was in 1940s, I would be lying, because I don't want that. If women want to work, I have no issue with that. If women want to be in leadership positions, I don't have an issue with that. You know what I'm saying? Because what you do is what you do, right? I'm totally for all of that. But the feminism as a whole tells women that they don't need men at all. And that's a lie, y'all. That is a lie. I don't know, man. But anyways, women need men. And I'm gonna elaborate on this in another video as well. I gotta get back in here and help out with this party. But y'all be safe, y'all be blessed. If you want me to discuss another topic or another subject that you think is beneficial to the channel, email me at findingfitnessfolk@gmail.com. My email address in the description below. Finding Fitness and Folk, Triple F, I'm gone.